Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we kind of have a historic / what if rebuild. And today we have the 2017-2018 Boston Celtics. I'm sure many of you know the story of this team. Obviously, everybody was excited at the time. Kyrie Irving had just been acquired via trade. Gordon Hayward had just signed. And very shortly after, everything went to shit. Obviously, about 5 minutes into his Celtics career, Gordon Hayward snapped his leg and a half on opening night against the Cavs. It's still one of my worst memories as a Celtics fan, but today, obviously, with injuries off, we're going to see what if things went a little bit differently. What if Hayward remained fully healthy? Because I do truly believe maybe this team could have potentially made the finals. I think it's a possibility. Obviously, Kyrie had some injury issues as well, along with the fact that, contract disputes and locker room issues, whatever the hell it was with Kyrie and the Celtics, didn't end up working out. We're going to see, obviously, without that today, what happens with this team. As always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comments section. We can go back and do teams from other years and previously. Again, it's a little bit tricky because I have to find a roster that's really accurate. Luckily, I did for 2017-2018. That's why we're doing them today. But if you guys do have any ideas, let me know down below. I'd be happy to try to find a roster for it. So, yeah, man, obviously Celtics my favorite team. I remember these times very, very well. Hopefully we can rewrite history a little bit and get this team a championship. So we are currently here at the beginning of the 2017-2018 season. As you can see, we're using the Celtics. And let's just dive into this roster a little bit. I'll give you my thoughts. So Kyrie Irving, best player on this team at the moment. He's 25 years old. Obviously, this is his first season away from Cleveland. I am really hoping that it ends up working out for us here, and he agrees to sign a long-term extension. Obviously, that didn't happen in real life. I still, as much as Kyrie, he promised to re-sign and all that, mumbo jumbo, never ended up happening. I really do wish Kyrie, in terms of talent, was still here. Can you imagine, Kyrie, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown? How fun would that be? But obviously went their separate ways, but he's still obviously an incredible player, and he's super fun to watch. And I hope for here in this situation it works out. Marcus Smart, now former Celtic, as much as it pains me. Again, I love Marcus. I always will. I think his overall might be a little high at this time. I don't know if in 2017, 2018, he was quite an 82 overall, but I'll still take it. You have Scary Terry here, one of my favorite Celtics of all time. We're going to see if we can develop him a little bit. Obviously, we have 3 guys at the point guard spot here that are kind of all fully capable of playing, so we'll see what direction we go. Might move one of them to shooting guard, because obviously, this man right here, Jaylen Brown, and technically would be entering his second season. Take a look at his rookie numbers right here. We're going to see if we can develop him up to the all-NBA level player that he is today. Only 21 years old here, though, in a 3-year rebuild. We will see. Small forward spot, obviously, Gordon Hayward looking to rewrite history a little bit there. At that 87 overall, 27 years old. Came over from Utah, and I'm excited. I really hope things work out better. I hope he puts up good numbers. I'm very excited to see. Jason Tatum, this is technically his rookie season, so he's not, all-NBA superstar that he is today, but hopefully at that 80 overall at only 19 years old, we can develop him. Abdel Nader is not a name I have heard in a long time. Probably will not be getting any minutes, so maybe year one, we'll see. Marcus Morris Sr. was actually a pretty good Celtic, I will say that. I still remember the Eastern Conference Finals when he got, it might have been Game 7, when he got fouled and went down and just kind of flexed right in Tristan Thompson's face. Obviously, that didn't work out too well for the Celtics, but yeah, I like Morris in his time here. Semi Ojeleye, I'm not going to lie, I thought he was up next. This dude is jacked. He has some big arms. Gershon Yabusele, I mean, these are just names that are a trip down memory lane, to say the least. Center spot, Al Horford. This would technically be his second season here, I believe. Played that one season with IT and ended up, obviously, Isaiah got moved to Cleveland, and we all know how that worked out. Greg Monroe, Aaron Baines, Daniel Tice. So there's some guys here. Oh my, that's not Aaron Baines. Maybe he's just not in the game. That just looks like that beard was taped on. I don't even know how else to describe that, but there might be a move or two. We're going to move around some positions and then maybe a trade. Obviously, a lot of centers here. Might have something coming. I don't know. Our first and likely only trade before year one starts is going to be coming here with the Utah Jazz. We're sending them Aaron Baines, Abdel Nader, and a future second-round pick for Joe Ingles and Thabo Sefolosha. Now, Ingles is going to come in. He's going to be my new backup small forward. You'll see why we need one of those in a minute. And honestly, he's a good veteran, obviously tremendous shooter. I'm excited to have him here. Now, Baines was a really good Celtic. I love Aaron Baines. He was really fun to watch in his time here in Boston, but especially the fact that we have the center depth, along with the fact that I don't even know if this is actually Aaron Baines. This could just be his name plastered on with some random dude in a beard. I don't really know. But obviously excited to have Joe Ingles here. We're not really giving up too much for him. He's going to be my new backup small forward. I moved Tatum to the starting power forward spot where he will start. And yeah, I moved around some positions. Obviously, Terry Rozier will be backing up Jaylen Brown. So let's go ahead and set this rotation. Now officially the start of year one after a pretty good trade for us. Here's how it's going to look. It's Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. Just an absolutely insane starting five. I sometimes wonder to myself, what if things went a little bit differently? Would the Hayward non-injury potentially have hindered Jason Tatum's development? I would say no, because obviously he's still going to be that good eventually, but just weird to think. I mean, things could have been totally different. Very, very strange. But obviously incredible starting five. Just imagine everybody in this starting five. Like, imagine Tatum and Brown now, Kyrie and Hayward, you know, in their primes right here. And I mean, even Al Horford maybe a few years before this, but just insane to think about. Bench is actually pretty good. It's going to be Marcus Smart as our sixth man, followed by Terry Rozier. Obviously, new addition here of Joe Ingles, Marcus Morris Sr., and then Greg Monroe. So it's not a bad 1 through 10. I think we're pretty deep, and, you know, if the young kids can play pretty well, this team might have a chance to go pretty far. I'm excited. I'll see you guys at the end of year one. We end year one with a record of 53-29 as Russell Westbrook out here winning MVP. You truly do love to see it. I loved Prime Russ, man. He was just so much fun to watch. But it's incredible and obviously super fun seeing him play at this level. Really cool. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Although technically, well, he is a rookie because he did win Rookie of the Year. But, you know what I'm saying? He didn't actually play his rookie season, so he was drafted in 2016. This is 2017. You know what I'm saying. Michael Carter-Williams, Sixth Man of the Year. Holy shit. Giannis is your D-Boy. Tyler Ulis. Holy Tyler Ulis. My God. I don't know if Tyler Ulis was ever that good, but good for him. Ty Lue, Coach of the Year. Is that the dreads from when he was playing? That's crazy. Just look at like these All-NBA teams. They have Giannis listed as a center. He says 6'9". I'm pretty sure he's 6'11". Obviously, LeBron still in Cleveland. Blake Griffin in Detroit. Harden still in Houston. Obviously, Russ. CP3, Steph Curry, Anthony Nicholas Batum. Polar Bear in Arlington, Texas. I mean, I'm sorry, that's mean. Batum was good, but I don't know about that good. And then finally here in All-NBA third team, Dwayne Wade still going strong at age 36. Dennis Schroeder, Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, Nikola Jokic. Nice young Nikola Jokic. All right, so there's no play-in at this time. Obviously, it hadn't been implemented yet, so we're just going to get right into the playoffs. Here's a look at the standings. We finished as the 3 seed here in the Eastern Conference behind Cleveland and Philadelphia. Here's a look over at the Western Conference. Obviously, Golden State was doing some pretty big things at this time. Let's take a look at the numbers on the year, see how everything kind of panned out. So, in terms of points per game, it was Kyrie and Hayward were number 1, number 2, then Al Horford, JB, JT, definitely still obviously very young. Hopefully he can kind of take that next step next year, but we will see. Rozier, Marcus Smart, Marcus Morris, Ingles, Greg Monroe. In terms of rebounds, it was Horford, and assists, it was Kyrie Irving. So we actually have Milwaukee here in round 1. Eric Bledsoe, Malcolm Brogdon, Middleton, you got Jabari Parker, Giannis. This is crazy to see, dude. This is insane. I miss this era of the NBA. It was so much fun. We're 1-1 with the Bucks right now. We currently go up 2-1, make it 3-1. We end up winning 4 straight, winning the series in 5. Moving on to Philadelphia. Obviously a team that's not very fond of getting out of the second round. You have Jared Bayless, J.J. Redick, Rocco, Ersan Ilyasova, Embiid. Ben Simmons coming off the bench. Interesting. What's his position listed as? He's listed as a point guard. You're starting Jared Bayless over him? I stand corrected. Jared Bayless is... Holy shit, what the fuck? Okay, obviously not an actual Jared Bayless. It's like a generated him and they just named him that. That's just weird to see. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. I believe this was 1 year prior to the acquisition of Jimmy Butler. I believe so, if my math's correct. We'll see. We're currently up 2-0 against them. Make that 3-0. Make it 3-1. Oh my God, they're fighting back. We're going to Game 7, and we blew a 3-0 lead. That one hurts. That one hurts. There's not much coming back from that. Cleveland goes on to win the finals. That would technically be the second ring LeBron brings to Cleveland. And they beat the Clippers. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Look, this team's in the finals. Different times, man. Different times. All right, now we have full control here in offseason. I'm just going to look. Kobe calls it a career. Oh, my God. He's a 59? That's crazy disrespect. Didn't he call it a career 1 year before this, technically? Maybe they just lowered his overall because they couldn't force him. I don't know what the hell happened. Jamal Crawford, Tony Parker is in San Antonio. I believe he actually technically went to the Hornets, maybe, for 1 more year. Jason Richardson. Still in the league? What? Tony Allen, Jameer Nelson, Amari Stoudemire, Leandro Barbosa. These are some fun names. Staff retirements. I'm not going to know many of those guys. Hall of Fame, Kobe, surprise, surprise. Jersey retirements, Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, and Tony Parker, but not Kobe? Interesting. And then historic changes. Okay. All-star captains will now choose the players drafted the All-Star team. That's cool. Shot clock resets to partial duration. That's a good rule. I like that rule a lot better. It's the way it used to be is that, you shot the ball, it hit the rim, you grabbed a rebound, you got a fresh 24. I think it goes to, 14 now? I like it a lot better. Changing the logo, uniform, and floor of the Nuggets, change the uniform to floor of the Celtics, and then of the Grizzlies. You know what? Screw it. We can change your uniforms. I don't know what it's changing to. The Celtics have had 2 uniforms basically forever, and you have a couple alternates. Is what it is. Obviously, it's the 2018 draft. A lot of good players in this draft class. It looks like it's going to be the Atlanta Hawks potentially ending up with Luka Doncic. And you're going to give Cleveland that Brooklyn pick, which I'm pretty sure, was that Trace? Oh, you know what? It does. Because Cleveland would have the pick because that was included in the Kyrie trade. It was the last one, but Brooklyn wasn't this bad at this time. That's why it really didn't turn into anything big. But damn, Cleveland obviously still has LeBron, and they're going to end up with, they can take Trae Young, SGA, Triple J. I mean, there's tons of good players they could take. In terms of staff signing, technically Brad Stevens would still be the head coach of this team. He was not the president of basketball operations yet, so you know what? I still think Brad Stevens is a really good head coach, so we're going to keep him. Let's head up to the draft to see what we got here. I cannot assume it's going to be a high pick. We have 25 of our own in round 1 and round 2. So there's a decision to be made whether we maybe want to move up, try to get somebody. I mean, just look at this draft class. Luka, Trae Young, Ayton, Triple J, Bridges, Wendell Carter Jr., SGA, Jalen Brunson. Holy shit, this draft class is insane. Celtics actually got Robert Williams in this draft class, and I'm not going to lie to you, I wouldn't maybe mind trying to get him again. He'd be a really good, I think, depth piece for us. He'd probably be an upgrade over Greg Monroe at this point. I mean, unless there's somebody out there I can get that maybe a little bit better, but I'm not going to go after Luka as fun as it would be. I just don't really see a spot for Luka on this team. Same thing with Trae Young. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe getting one of these guys to come off the bench wouldn't be too bad. So let's see if we can work on a trade. So New York has the 6th overall selection, and I think we might be able to pull this off. If we're not able to, I'm just going to go kind of down one by one in the order until we're able to find somebody that we really think could be beneficial for us, or a trade anyways would be beneficial. So they don't take that. How about if I just include another second? Will you do that? No. So that's what? What pick is this? I just want to make sure. Is it number 6? Just want to make sure. Okay, cool. So they're not taking that for number 6. We'll go to number 7, see whoever has that, and then potentially just work our way kind of down the pecking order until somebody takes it. So that's a no there from San Antonio. In terms of number 8 from Phoenix, that is also a no. Who has number 9? Again, I'm just trying to get as high of a pick as possible with giving up the least assets possible. So number 9 is owned by Indiana Pacers. Will they do this? Nope. And I think 10 was the Lakers. I think it was. Yeah, it is. Well, they do that. They agree to it. All right, so 10th overall pick. Honestly, it's not too bad. I just want to see, do the Hawks take Luka? Whoa, they take DeAndre Ayton as they did in real life. Or not, well, number 1 in real life. They took, obviously, Luka and traded him for Trae Young. But DeAndre Ayton still goes 1 as he did in real life. Who goes 2? Luka and LeBron on the same team. Oh, my God. We're never going to beat the Cavs. Marvin Bagley. Jesus, Memphis. You had a good power forward drafted in Triple J. We got a trade. LaMarcus Aldridge and Rudy Gay going to New Orleans for the number 4 overall pick and a first in 2022. And they take Wendell Carter Jr. Oh, my God. Trae Young goes to Utah. Those are some throwback Jazz jerseys. Who else? Triple J goes to New York. Mikal Bridges to San Antonio. Colin Sexton to Phoenix. And then Michael Porter Jr. to Indiana. So we are now on the board here. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sitting here, dude. Oh, man. I mean, he's clearly the best player left from this draft class. I think, in all honesty, he's a top 3 player from this draft class, maybe even top 2. But I do not need a point guard at all. But it would be so stupid not to take him. Like, completely idiotic. I think it would just be way too dumb not to take him. I'm going to take SGA. Again, obviously, he's not, that all-NBA caliber player he is right now, but just passing on something that we know is kind of a sure thing would just be stupid. So SGA, I'm pretty sure he went to Kentucky. Welcome to the Celtics. Scary Terry now a potential trade piece for us. Again, I'm not saying we have to, but I want to kind of unlock some of that potential in SGA. So let's see what else we can do at this point. So Kyrie's a free agent. He has 1 real offer. It's from the New York Knicks. Al Horford, also a free agent, has 0 offers. Nikola Jokic is a free agent. He is restricted, though. I have to make sure I get Kyrie back. I cannot risk potentially losing Kyrie Irving. I have a 93 overall DeMarcus Cousins, potentially going to the Clippers. He was a Clipper at one point. I mean, not in his prime, but yeah, I mean, we're just going to make him a pretty big offer here for Kyrie. I can't risk losing him, and yeah, I'd like to retain Al Horford as well. So hopefully we get them both back, which we do. Obviously, that was very, very important. We lose out on either of those guys. It pretty much hinders this rebuild a lot. So at this point in time, we might have a trade coming. I'm not sure exactly what it would be, but I think we can make something fun here. We're signing Kelly Olynyk here in free agency. He's coming back to the Celtics. He was once a Celtic, and yeah, we're getting him back for an upgrade at our backup center spot. He's going to obviously be behind Al Horford. And now what I'm going to do is I'm thinking it's time to move Scary Terry. I don't have a problem with him, and we definitely could have kept him. Only thing is he's an expiring contract, and I definitely do want to maximize the potential here on SGA. So Scary Terry in a trade, potentially with Semi Ojeleye. And let's see some of the small forward options we have available to us. I could also just pick up Jabari Parker, who played very, very well last year, and then move Morris to the backup 3. I might consider doing that. I could get Terrence Ross as well. Actually had a really good year last year. There's a lot of options here. OG Anunoby, a very young OG Anunoby. Clint Capella, don't really need the center. Dragan Bender, holy, he was number 4, right? Yeah, he went number 4 in 2016. I could just trade for Robert Williams. We just don't really need a center, though. Kelly Oubre. But I do have to give up a first, though. But Kelly Oubre definitely has the potential. But you know what? Jabari Parker is locked up long-term, and obviously we don't play with injuries on. I think this actually sounds like a pretty big win for me. Jabari Parker actually ended up being a Celtic later in his career, but obviously with injuries off, this could help a little bit. So Morris moving to the backup 3. He's going to be backing up Hayward. And other than that, I don't think there's many other major moves coming. But I'm very happy with kind of the direction we've taken with this team. In terms of anybody else, Thabo Cephalosha potentially get traded now. Maybe the same here with Daniel Tice again. I'd rather have a draft pick or something. I just don't really feel like I need them. So any draft picks maybe earlier? Thank you very much, Miami. We'll do that. And then in terms of Cephalosha, I doubt him. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. All right, I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. After a disappointing second round exit where we blew a 3-0 lead, we went ahead and made some changes to this team, and I am very, very excited to see how this new group works together. Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. So no changes in the starting 5. We've revamped the bench a little bit. Marcus Smart remains the 6th man. New addition here in Jabari Parker. New addition here in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Kelly Olynyk, and Marcus Morris Sr. So I like it. We have great depth. Obviously great to see Tatum and Brown both developing super well. Kyrie, Hayward hopefully still play at a high level and a really good complementary center in Al Horford. So I like it a lot, man. I hope this team ends up being a 1 seed, but then again, LeBron and Luka Doncic are on the same team, so I'm scared shitless. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Year 2 comes to an end. Once again, Russell Westbrook is your MVP. This year we go 60-22. So obviously that's great. Another super solid regular season. Hopefully it turns into something a little bit more than a blown 3-0 lead in the second round. Trae Young in Utah. Those uniforms are definitely not updated, but nonetheless, hell of a rookie campaign. Ricky Rubio, 6th man of the year, assumingly backing up Trae Young. Kawhi Leonard still in San Antonio is your depoy. Dennis Smith Jr., most improved. Oh my God, Luka and LeBron went 68-14. I am so fucked. It is not even funny. Here's a look at the standings. We end up as the 2 seed, but again, oh my God, you have him coming off the bench? What the fuck? Why would you have him come off the bench and George Hill starting? That's insane. I mean, to be fair, if they keep him off the bench, maybe in the playoffs, maybe we have a chance. I mean, obviously we can't meet till the Eastern Conference Finals, but nonetheless, we will see. Here's a look at the numbers on the season. Feel free to pause at any point. In terms of rebounds, Al Horford. In terms of assists, it was Kyrie. We have the Miami Heat here in round 1. Let's take a look at their squad. Goran Dragic, Dwayne Wade still going strong. Justice Winslow, Julian Wright, I don't know who that is. Hassan Whiteside, a young Bam Adebayo coming off the bench. Josh Richardson. It's a good team. Some good depth there. I like our group, though. I think we have the talent to beat this Miami team. We're up 3-0. They make it 3-1. Do not do this again to me. Okay, thank you. Once again, we have the Philadelphia 76ers here in the Eastern Conference semis. They're now starting Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, Rocco, Zach Randolph, Joel Embiid, Markelle Fultz. Okay, I like it. I like the vision they have going on there in Philadelphia. Do not beat us, though. Oh, my God. We're not going to do this, right? Do not do this to me. Going to Game 7, and oh, my God, we come back down from being, or can we come back from being down 3-1? Not exactly 3-0, but it is a little bit of revenge nonetheless. And this time we have LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers with Luka Doncic as a 6th man coming off the bench. I'm scared out of my mind. I am hoping we can somehow pull off a win against this team, but LeBron scares the shit out of me, and we win in 5. Insane. We have MVP Russell Westbrook and the rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder. You got Paul George here, Jeremy Grant. Was PG here in 2017? Maybe that was his first season? Huh. I don't know. I just always remember Paul George. I don't know. Well, I guess it's technically, 2018, 2019 now, but I don't know. I think that would be correct. We're 1-1 with OKC right now. We make it 2-1. We make it 3-1. And oh my God, can we actually get this done here in year 2? That would be absolutely insane. I'd love to get some gameplay with this team. I think that would be super fun. And it looks like we're going to be winning this one. I'll see you guys in there. We're here in Oklahoma City on the verge of closing out the Thunder and winning our first championship of this video. What a fun way to close this out. I mean, I thought this team had what it took. I'm very happy it does. You got Carmelo Anthony here on the Thunder. That's Jabari Parker getting absolutely cooked right there. And yeah, I mean, I'm having fun at this point. I mean, I'd love to get a championship with this team. I wish this core could have won one. Obviously, that did not end up happening, but you know what? We got Kyrie Irving right now, so let's have some fun here. Kyrie is right downhill, right up to the rim. It's just too easy. He's got 24, 4, and 6 on the night, potentially on his way to maybe proving he can be more of a Batman. I mean, he's been a career Robin at this point, but we can see. I mean, he's proven it right now. He's the number 1 on this team. Paul George pulls a 3. He misses. Jabari Parker with the rebound. I mean, this team has insane depth. Can you just imagine, like, everybody, like, actually in their prime? Oh, that's a bad pass. Actually, everybody on this Celtics team in their primes right now would be absolutely insane. JB follows Carmelo. He's going to go to the free throw line, but I mean, just a crazy team nonetheless. Obviously, we have a mix of some guys that are, been in the league for a little while, are definitely kind of in their primes, playing well, good veterans, and some young pieces like Tatum, Brown, SGA, even Marcus Smart, still relatively young, but very fun team nonetheless, and I'm very, very happy that we're going to be getting one here in year 2, man. I always think about that what if, man. What if Hayward doesn't have that injury? What if Kyrie and the Celtics don't just implode together? I mean, Kyrie obviously had some injuries as well, but could have been a different man. Could have been different, but obviously things work out the way they do for a reason. I do like my Celtics now, but very happy to see that this team here in the game is going to be getting one. You know what? Let's just see if Kyrie and Russ one-on-one. Kyrie. Oh my God, don't do it to him. Oh, Steven Adams stuffs him at the rim, but Kyrie was getting by Russ right there. Back-to-back MVP winner, Russell Westbrook. You got Tatum covering Russ now, Jaylen Brown over on Andre Roberson. That's not a name I've heard in a while. Melo working the low post, something he does very well against Kyrie. Takes the shot over him, misses it. Tatum with the board. All right. I like it. Let's Hayward, 3. Gordon Hayward, how about it? 17, 5, and 10 assists on the night for Gordon Hayward. His Celtics career just obviously was never the same after that injury. And I mean, I can't even say it wasn't the same. I mean, it never really even started, but it's just crazy, man. I mean, obviously it sucks. Tatum to the rack. I love to see it. Just, I always wonder about some of the development things with like Tatum and Brown. I mean, would they have gone exactly the same if Hayward never got injured? I know I've talked about that quite a bit now, but just crazy to think because I don't know if they get as many minutes as they do. I mean, it's a weird possibility to think about. Obviously, Gordon Hayward's career hasn't ever been the same since that injury. It hasn't really worked out exactly probably the way they thought it would in Charlotte, but you know what? I still like him, man. I do. I feel bad, man. I remember just that night and that happening, and it was just so sad because I had such high hopes for that team, and obviously basically went to shit after that, but I just missed the NBA at this time, man. It was just a different time in life, and I missed it. It was fun. It really was. But, all right, we'll do one more offensive possession. Steven Adams is just bullying Al Horford on the glass right now. And, yeah, we'll do one more here with Kyrie, see if we can, kind of caps off this win right now with something fun. So, can I get a quick screen here from Al Horford? Kyrie pulling up from 3. Can we get that one to go? Oh, my God, I love it. All right, I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. We end up winning a championship here in year 2, and Kyrie Irving at age 27 gets a Finals MVP. He proves he can win without LeBron, although he does have a very good team, but he proves he can be a number 1 on a championship team. You love to see it. Zach Randolph, Aaron Baines, TJ Ford, Danny Granger, Varejao, all calling it a career. Interesting. Staff retirements. I don't see any big names. Historic changes. Let's see. Implement coaches challenge. That's cool. Rule changes in the All-Star game of 3 quarters. Oh, I know they do that now. I'm going to draw a lot of picks turned by team record. No, fuck that. No, absolutely not. I like the lottery. Forwards, yes, that's good. Heat changing their uniforms and floor. A couple other teams doing the same. Okay, that's cool with me. I don't think there's anything here for the Celtics. There's not. Okay, so we'll hit the draft lottery real quick. I don't think we've traded for any picks in the lottery, but we can sim through this real quick. Memphis, Dallas, New Orleans is your top 3. Let's head up to staff signing. We're comfortable with Brad Stevens. Let's head up to the draft. This is obviously the 2019 NBA draft class. You want to take a look? I mean, We know how this one kind of worked out. I mean, John Morant, Zion Williamson both have different issues, but I mean, you have some solid players here. Darius Garland, Tyler Hero. I mean, there's some solid NBA players here. Nick Claxton even here. I forgot about that. But I don't know. Do we have a pick this year? Did I trade my pick? We did not. But we also have Miami's pick at number 22. In terms of an upgrade anywhere, I mean, I don't really know what we do. I mean, maybe upgrade the backup center spot, but I mean, maybe small forward even. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, centers or small forwards here. I mean, there's a couple here, obviously, but I mean, unless I'm getting like Hayes or Claxton potentially, I don't know. I mean, we can try. I mean, if I maybe move up a little bit, is that a possibility? I don't know. Let's just see. Who has like number like 15 or 14? Whatever I see. 14 here from the Bulls. I'll give you 22. I'll give you 25. And I'll give you 30 in round 2. Okay, cool. I don't know who I'm going to get there. Preferably a small forward or power forward. You got Kobe White still on the board. Claxton is here. I mean, out of these guys, he worked out to... What? This is the auto-generated draft class from 2K. Not auto-generated, but like this. I didn't just download this. Like, this is like a 2K suggested draft class. What? What the fuck? Are we just putting Kobe in the game? I mean, that's a little weird, I would say. Sekou Doumbouya is not a name I've heard in a while. Jordan Poole there as well. I think Claxton fits probably the best in terms of backup centers. He's a tremendous defensive center. I like him, and I think he's an upgrade over Olynyk. So Zion goes to Memphis. Tyler Hero goes second overall to Dallas. They miss out on John Morant, who's now in New Orleans, so Ja and Zion swap teams. Claxton's at 74. I'm still going to play him. I don't care. Tatum and Brown coming back on team options is great. Qualifying, no thank you. Scott Hansen. Almost NFL season. All right, let's get into free agency here. We have Gordon Hayward as a free agent. I would definitely like to get him back. He's been playing well for us. I cannot just lose the man for nothing, but a crazy free agency class here. I mean, just absolutely insane. Giannis, you want to come to the Celtics for cheap? No. KD? No. Don't want to be a snake now? Harden? Nope. Okay. I had to try. We're obviously going to go ahead. We're going to get Hayward back. Other than that, I don't see anything major changing with this team. Again, we have a really good mix and match of some guys that I really think fit well. So I'm not really planning on making any other changes. I mean, maybe, actually, you know what? We could maybe upgrade our backup small forward spot. Not really many options here in free agency, but we could maybe make a trade. How much money? Let's see, 18 million. Jesus, I'm paying Morris a lot. And 4 million here. So, we can definitely find an upgrade. Let's look at some small forwards / shooting guard options. Just curious. Like, they're making decent money, so let's just look at some options here potentially. Brandon Ingram not making enough. Aaron Gordon, technically listed as a small forward. Maybe pull off an Aaron Gordon trade. I wouldn't mind that. Let's see this, and I'll throw in Olynyk as well. And then how about every single first-round pick I have remaining, because it's the final season, and I don't really care. This team's going to be crazy. These picks are all 1-star, which really doesn't help my case. But how about a fourth, and they still don't take it? All right, let me just look. If this takes any longer, I'll just cut. Wiggins, probably not going to be too easy to trade for at this point. Tobias Harris, maybe. I wouldn't mind TJ Warren, maybe. I mean, he might not be making enough money. That might be my only problem. Yeah, he's not. All right, hang with me. We're making this trade here with the Lakers. We're sending the Marcus Morris Sr., Kelly Olynyk, and a future first for Kyle Kuzma and another future first. Just funny to think about, because there was at one point in time, believe it or not, Kuzma and Tatum got compared. Like, there was like serious comparisons and arguments that Kyle Kuzma was going to end up being better than Jason Tatum. Obviously, Kyle Kuzma has a ring, so I really can't talk too much shit. But in terms of talent, obviously, Jason Tatum blows him out of the water. But he's going to be coming here now. He's going to be backing up Gordon Hayward. And yeah, this team's insane. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. Fresh off a championship, it's the third and final season here in Boston. It's going to be Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. No changes in the starting five. The bench unit, Marcus Smart, Jabari Parker, Kyle Kuzma, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nick Claxton. Just insane. I love it. I think this team is definitely championship caliber once again. I'll see you guys at the end of the final year. I was scrolling through Twitter and missed our record, but Russell Westbrook just won a third MVP. I hope we played well. I completely missed it. Zion Williamson in Memphis is your Rookie of the Year. Fred VanVleet in Sacramento, 6-man. Kawhi is your DPOY. He signs with the Miami Heat. Or he got traded there. I'm assuming he just signed, but holy shit. Miles Turner, most improved in Utah. Ty Lue, Coach of the Year, 67 and 15. We are not going to be a 1 seed throughout this video. That is pretty rare. We go 64 and 18 on the year, though. So very good record nonetheless. I'm assuming Luka is now in the starting lineup, and Klay Thompson's here. What the fuck? How am I supposed to compete with Luka, Klay, LeBron, and Kevin Love, and Jonas Valanciunas all on the same team? Oh my God, please let them lose before the Eastern Conference Finals, if that's even possible. Here's a look at our team right here. I mean, this is just absolutely mind-boggling. like, even in a crazy hypothetical, as deep and as good as our team is, hypothetically, if everybody was in their primes, I still think Cleveland's better than us. Like, absolute primes. Insane. Kawhi Leonard's a member of the Miami Heat, and yeah, you got Bam starting at the 4, Damian Jones, but Kawhi obviously is still a very, very good player, and hoping we can get by Miami here. Okay, good. Philadelphia once again for the 3rd year in a row. Simmons, Fultz, Rocco, Thad Young, Embiid. I think we can beat this team, but, I mean, we've had some tough challenges with them in the past. So, we're up 3-1 right now. Do not blow this. Thank you. And, yeah, run from it, dread it. You cannot avoid it. I mean, just hold it. What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, Luka, to be fair, is not playing at the level he is at yet, or really even the level he played at in, Dallas, the rookie and sophomore year. But, like, still, I mean, what is LeBron putting up? Just curious. Oh my God! What do I do? What are you supposed to do with that? Like, I genuinely do not know. All right, so we're 1-1 with them right now. We go down 2-1. We go down 3-1. All right, okay, game 7. Come back from being down 3-1, and it is us in Oklahoma City once again here in the NBA Finals. Oh my God! Imagine if LeBron blew a 3-1 lead. That would be insane. We're up 3-1. Make it 3-2. Oh my God! Do not do this to me. I'm only hopping in if it's, like, really close. If it's not, we already got our gameplay, but if I have to clutch up, I will, but please do not do this to me. We're on TD Garden and home oh my God, we're going to do this. Oh my God, they choked. They fucking choked. They choked to end the video. I'm pretty sure we just blew a 3-1 lead. Lots of 3-1 leads being blown today. Russ gets a ring. I am happy to see that, but you know what? I want a second ring, but I am happy to see Russ get a ring. But, oh my God, what a team we built, man. Just absolutely insane. This one was a ton of fun, and, yeah, I mean, obviously I maybe enjoyed this one just a little bit more because I am a Celtics fan, but nonetheless, crazy team, crazy ride. What a rebuild. I really enjoyed this. So if you guys have any other rebuilds you want to see me do, let me know down below in the comment section. I actually really do kind of enjoy these ones that are, obviously throwback rebuilds, but not like too crazy far away. Like, 2017, 2018 is like a great time to start rebuilds. Even if you want to go back to like 14, 15, 15, 16, whatever it may be, just let me know down below in the comment section. So as always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.